back when it was confirmed versus when it wasn't. Okay, quick disclaimer for this video. A lot of the habits that I had, like, not being able to draw, make excuses for myself, literally, over excessive use in girls, all came from smoking. Let me tell you something, literally, I was a real anime fan at one point. I was a Sanjun Zoro fan, 100%. I made a vow to never start smoking for people like Andre and Morgan and shit. And guess what happened? Literally, people like Ben and Courtney begged me to smoke. They kept on edging me to smoke all the way to the point where they were burning me with cigarettes. That was my vow. That was my vow in 8th grade, to never literally be a thug, to never start smoking. I'm telling you, I was a pure person at one point. Chris may have caught out literally me for not being pure because I'm still watching porn, but that wasn't everything. With the Miss Independent and the AMVs, I was an outstanding individual. And guess what? The person who made me smoke out all of it was Mr. Pleasure. Anyway, Vamonos. This was back when I was confirmed for Funimation. So how did I get a big hookup like Funimation? Okay, so first off, literally, this whole thing was a distraction from my cosplay career. We're at the San Jose Convention Center. Morgan, this is a new spot. I don't know what your relationship, literally, with your mother is at this point, literally. I think that you're making jokes about Hennessy has big titties. She's encouraging you to watch shows like Girlsology, telling you to take your time because of games, because of the research I did. Why to not pressure but encourage children. And the place is a play center right next to the San Jose Convention Center. Every time I need to go see a play like Peter Pan, literally, Naruto on stage, literally, is right next to the convention center. And me and my brother have been going there for at least 3 years. And we saw Tina Turner there. Me, Robert Wilson, James, and the boys saw Tina Turner literally at this convention center. So yes, we have a new spot. And it is suspicious, it is fishy, but that's all the glory of Nokia in 2021. So anyway, let's get down. Literally, you don't know how it felt, literally, how magical it was. Literally, had my uncle call out my characters while I had the biggest hit on the radio. For you to convert into nothing. Okay, so first off, literally, I'm gonna put it right out there. Literally, just spill the beans, literally. When it became more fluid, like when I became more of a fluid individual, when I started taking society examples before, like playing basketball, being completely fluid or Orihime, upon politics being part, this and that, guess what? America ended with full disability because they did hold it a grudge. They did award what was amazing, which is what's wrong with blood in the first place. Because you made so many excuses, because you kept up the same thing. When I got my world back. The reason why it ends up full disability is how you took advantage of the situation of me and Uncle Tommy in the mental hospital. I recognized it forever to see his kids, and I recognized me going out shopping with Shannon. Blaming me for before trying to be a Henry and being broken by the fact that it's more elaborate is exactly why it ends with full disability. Anyway, when it was confirmed, it was based off a real world principle. So let me put it this way, my name is Mootrix Lily. I do the ugly thing for a living, and what the ugly thing does is to let you evolve and let you live your dreams as a person. When you do a pretty thing, somebody can take advantage of the opportunity and betray you. So with the ugly thing, I got to rep, characters like Kenpachi, Lily, make movies like Brick House Bandit. I have an evolution for anime from taking on my uncle and working out. So in 2021 started, Lily, I was in an ugly thing position. You can't get me unless it becomes, oh Lily, I see you do a pretty thing, I'm trying to catch you, Lily, doing something ugly, that's bullshit and blasphemy. So what ended up happening was, I ended up, ruling on a real world principle like Jasmine and Devil Wears Prada. That's literally what you do at the time when you're an adult. So let me put it this way. I've been in a gang war that revolved around a game called Fighter Z. I was holding on to this thing called Everything is Connected to Dragon Ball Z, which is actually connected to a gang. Meaning that you gotta take the straightforward parts. And in terms of a video game, like, Adrian, Lily, if it's Mortal Kombat, you pick Baraka, and what happens, Lily, that's it, little girls, is they reference you. And what they do is they let you know, Lily, you see how you're picking the character that what it can do? Called out the whole complexity of the situation, literally what you said to that cop. And I'm forcing you to get new openings. And then I make you dodge the bullet every day. When you dodge the bullet every day, you play a fighting game, literally, you learn martial arts. Was my day is where I ran my own reality show. And then came Vanessa, someone who I met at Zoomies. I was there in 2021, literally. I was doing nothing but watching, Netflix shows with my children. See, literally fucking my sleep just like Lupus Snore. And what ended up happening was, literally, by 2022, she became a part of the X-Men. The whole premises of, to come up was this, and that was, Beyond Trey Gibson, was the concept of me, literally, facing the Beatson family with Juicy Fruit, a rap song that's just like Eminem. What I did in the beginning, literally, was I mixed two songs to negotiate, literally, but when I mixed them, literally, it was a sample, so the samples just became backwards versions of songs. Meaning that, literally, what I'm doing this year, literally, is I'm making barcodes. So if you didn't know, literally, I structured, my whole rap name. Mootrix based off 50 Cent. Barcode was supposed to be my first album, but I messed around with the Nicki Minaj formula. And what Uncle Tommy saw on TV, literally, and how it was projected, like literally, by 2022, literally, I made a song with Bobby Law, literally, and Jay-Z, literally, with Biggie Smalls. So what I do sometimes on TV is I make silhouettes like, Nezuko talking to her American presidents. Just woke up, first trying to talk to her president. Literally, that was me. That was me using Morse code and pound mine. And the same thing with Nicki Minaj, where I made the Goth Perk video. So instantly, when I got to the group home, I imitated rocking that thing with Jesse Lee with the Goth Perk remix. You see all that? That's what I knew what I was doing. So if you're asking me, Lily, from NASA, Lily, if you want me to go back in time, it has to be 28 because I can, Lily perform on stage. I can do some acrobatic. Lily, I was living Dragon Ball Z in real life, Lily, through Captain Ginyu. I don't want to relive the whole life. I don't want to relive the game world. I want to make all those videos again. I want to go back to when it was 28 to where I could automatically perform on stage while I had a grip of the thing. The whole me not getting a car by 30 had something to do with my generation. My generation wanted to do shit. Anywho, and doohickey. 21 revolved around me, Lily used the literature of the hard you can find cartoons on whatscartoon.com. Lunatics Unleashed, and what Lunatics Unleashed was is people imitating Teen Titans in the anime field from the hit show on television DBZ. All the way to a point where I'm representing Lunatics Unleashed for Platinum. Then came Stangelica. So if you didn't know, Lily, Stangelica, when I used multiverse theory, became a singer back in the day because I kept on getting mad, Lily, and what they did was they dragged the shit on over and over again through a Karate Kid to a point where I didn't care. It means nothing on my side and your side. But anyway, when it was confirmed, the reality show goes like this. Everybody's laughing with Uncle Tommy on stage, Lily, this and that. I don't know what I said in the reality show. I don't know if I said for Episode Kids, but I know, Lily, it was on the lines of me saying it didn't match up to Isaiah's Dance Gavin Dance. I heard everybody's fucking laughing at Uncle Tommy, Grandma this and that. Grandma had her oxygen check on how hard she was fucking laughing, Lily, and then they see the newest video I make with the one that lives at home with my laptop, Lily, and they get spooked. All we did was nothing, and all we did was bits and pieces of this video. The reality show works like this. I can make a random episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You know how Chaz likes Alexis? I had a character named Nokia. I can literally pick an episode of GX with Chaz being in love in order to fight Subaru. Just to make a quick point, that can go on Bart Lily do my normal doobie hunt is fucking stupid. We have Mariah versus Kaylee, which ends with a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! GX battle with XYZ. So literally, before the hood, it was so confirmed I can make a movie called Jiren, and it looks just like Rocky Balboa. I'm good at writing for lesbian cops for 1,000 times. I mastered writing. You know what writing is? Writing is Tyler Perry and Samuel L. Jackson. The deepness, the feel. You can't get me. I knew to fall back on something morally straight. Also making music. I had Garth Perp and I had Pop-Tarts. Everything I did was to forward to be in the booth, to actually have permission, to actually be in Brick House Bandit. Like, literally, it wasn't just me making the description. I was ready to be one of the dancers, but it had to be in the booth. It had to be on a cassette tape. It had to literally be with an actual photography crew. Other than that, they cut me in half. Half of me is good, but half of me isn't elaborate. So then it was so confirmed, literally, it went on to his character named Kratz, who's based off, Catch from Courage the Cowardly D. Immediately on TV, back was so like, Catch will be voiced by Kimmy and Cassandra. Live a world that's filled with Samurai Jack, where I used to literally look up to Michael, to Oprah Winfrey, while I didn't have a job or anything. And guess what happened? Literally, when I got to the group home, everything was good. I made the Goth Perk remix again. Literally, I was so straight. I had all my music on the radio. Literally, it was so fucking fun. Literally, so I immediately watched Big Al on the other TV. That's when things were confirmed. Literally, I could watch an episode of Bret Michaels, knowing that's morally gay, but knowing if I play it at this time, it can't be because what you're holding me back from. I had multiple girls with purple hair. I said, you can't, always pull Henry because I had multiple girls with purple hair. And half of them are mental health. But for me making a random character, how I left was Timo King. Literally, Timo Jean for the second Naruto movie, and King for 7 Deadly Sins. Kimaro, Nikki from 16. Now, anytime in Domestic Violence we set up characters, we make multiple characters now based on real life. Oh, this character means this and that, like Lily, Adrian, Lily. Oh, her arm is connected to a star. So your uncle brings it down in this characters, and that's it. His had a twist. So, those characters are connected to life and how we fucking live it. I don't want to talk about the movies, those are completely separate, but literally, I was such a big rapper on the radio, I could have a moon base and get away with it, but I wasn't able to play it for 4 fucking years, and that's why I tell scientists, literally, even though I had moon base, even though I had this and that, well, it's defeated the purpose, literally, me being the master, me still not being able to play it for it, literally, was used to made a retardation, because it means that I was in control. So literally, it went from everything confirmed, Biggest Boss Nezuko could be MOG, literally, to me not getting a single fucking thing where Verizon Wirelessville. Let me tell you, the hood is more fluid, Lily. So I made a character named Rando, Lily, who's from Yu Yu Hakusho. Lily on the street, and what he has a buzz cut. Hey, two girls fighting with each other like random Lily, and then I looked up a singer called Dolly Parton. Lily, so I had Madonna going on. I made Madonna music in the hood. I'm like, oh, you want to see me, Lily? I made music, and then they absolutely gave me nothing, and it took me away from dominance. The biggest thing about me, when I was against UT, Lily, in the hood, is that nothing is nothing unless you have evidence, and you're doubling guiding with lesbian cops, you're doubling pirate people, and that's literally all for him to call out something simple. I was extraordinary, just like what I told him Lily was skateboard. Lily, if you master the ollie, in order to be good at regular ed, you have to do something over and over again. Lily said do something that you want, and that's why it submits to retardation eventually. Somebody's constantly changing their rhythm in a video game like Storm, and all you have to do is do something over and over again for skateboarding, and guess what ends up happening? Lily, or Mr. Young episode, or Mr. Terry, big as fuck, Lily, 600 pounds, Lily, does a kickflip. I'm like, bruh, if you let me fucking practice the ollie, since I already know 1, 2 faster for fucking 2 hours, Lily, I could have already did what Mr. Terry did in the episode. Uncle Tommy calls out something simple, again, where I put 4 black people on TV. Rules of the hood work like this, Lily. I know music works on a loop principle. That means if something's on repeat, it's got put in place. Lily, aside from that, Lily, they have to be on key. Of course, common sense, so if you, Lily, want to know how to make a beat, you just put 2 things, Lily. Say wow, 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 but you can't have the other things too off, Lily. So, your bird calls out, Lily. It's off beat, Lily. As soon as it goes up and down, that's the rules of the hood. It trapped me inevitably, because what ended up happening was the lesbian cop gave up. Lily, see, validated the low stamina beat, but she didn't validate anything else. I'm like, no, it's Star Trek, you are my friend, because Lily, that's the same thing, it's a repeat. Off Lily, B being on street, B recognizing 1, 2 faster to me, Lily, playing Call of Duty in front of Marissa Pamela, and still not getting anything. When they normally pull me over when I'm about to get arrested, Lily, they normally say, Lily, your name isn't Eris, is it? Or you're not Eris, are you, Lily? And that hasn't happened, but they've been hinting towards it. Sometimes cops slow down, sometimes cops recognize my NWA, sometimes cops do this and that, but it was never direct. And the meaning of this, Lily, as I'm wondering, why aren't they content with the Verizon wireless bill? That means jail is pending. You do all this shit in my head, Lily. Oh, you did something for a crime that you didn't commit. Oh, this, and that. It gets more complex, Lily. They can use the fucking debt to call out my sexual crime. Lily, like I said for 1,000 times, unless they pull me over, Lily, and stop completely, say, you're not Eris, are you, Lily? And the last time they did that was over a fucking room when I was insanely popular, Lily, when I bought some Popeyes, Lily, over some titties. Asked for breast while I made a song about breast, Lily, and he slowed down, Lily, the cop was literally right in front of me. He literally stopped, I kept on walking forward, and I said, if you want to pull me over, you have to follow me. And there was a time, Lily, at the convention center, I fell back, Lily, I'm walking past the cop. Now, what the security guard did over time, like I said, Lily, was eventually, turn me in, Lily, but I fell back in the whole story. And I went to a whole nother con. You see, that's the thing, Lily, I became, partially a victim due to common sense. And other than that, Lily, it's out. And also, a tragic story, they made me fight David. Lily, I'm doing multiverse story right now, Lily, fucking, there's 1,000 me trial, 1,000 universes. Nobody came to a conclusion. I told them, Lily, you can't have your cake and eat it too, Lily, because what they do, Lily, and they say asylum, Lily, is they strap you down, Lily, they go to your sexual history, they say you're undeniably handsome, Lily, and then they fucking roast the fuck out of you. Like Livingstone. So, when I get for a situation, they can't get that out of me because of the whole truth, because of Lily seeing my dick in that fucking vagina, knowing the truth that in high school everybody was lying. So I asked them, why you need the extra oomph? Why you need the extra emphasis? Lily, aren't you doing your job? Aren't you breaking the law? And that is it. That's a quick update for a new Truth video.